Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Ranking Member Blumenthal, for this incredibly important hearing. As of the third quarter of 2017, less than one-half of the 50 million defective Takata airbags currently under recall have been repaired. And an additional 19 to 24 million additional airbags are scheduled to be added to the recall as they reach a state of instability. That is just unacceptable. Simply put, we have far too many Takata airbags on the roads years after national recalls began. For completion rates to improve, consumers need to be aware that their car has a dangerous, defective Takata airbag. And that's why I am concerned that NHTSA has failed to complete a rulemaking requiring automakers to notify consumers of recalls by way of electronic means, including email, social media, or targeted online campaigns. And while I appreciate that many automakers are voluntarily contacting consumers by way of electronic means, NHTSA must comprehensively review how best to engage consumers electronically and then implement standards. Deputy Administrator King, when will that rulemaking be completed? The law required NHTSA to complete it by August of 2016. And why has it not been completed to date?
Senator Markey, we have proposed the rulemaking. We are reviewing the numerous comments received on that rulemaking. Meanwhile,
the proposed rulemaking was issued in August of 2016. It is March of 2018. When are you going to complete this rule?
Meanwhile, we have on our website installed a tool that allows consumers to enter their websites.
Right. When are you going to complete the rulemaking? Yes. When is the final rulemaking going to be issued? What's your target date right now?
It's on a regulatory agenda as in progress, and we look forward to having that rulemaking.
What does in progress mean? When are you going to finish it?
We are reviewing comments now, Senator. I would look forward to discussing that further with you, but we are doing the best. As you know, it's not a simple issue. Many people do not receive all of their emails, so we did receive diverse comments on this subject matter. We take the public comments on each and every rulemaking very seriously. We review
we need a
all
standard,
of the public comments.
we need a standard which is set as part of a permanent rulemaking. When are you going to finish it?
We look forward to advancing the rulemaking when we finish the comments.
Will you finish it this year?
We prioritize reaching out to consumers, which may or may not be the ones receiving
It's unacceptable.
I understand.
It's just unacceptable. Finish the rulemaking. Make it permanent. Send clear signals. Let me go to some of the other rulemakings.
I hear you and I thank you.
Let me go to some of the other rulemakings here. The tire pressure monitoring regulations, which Congress required NHTSA to initiate by December of 2016. What's the status of that rulemaking?
We are making progress on that rulemaking. As I know you're aware, we have research to complete before we issue the rulemaking. To complete a proper and appropriate rulemaking, we do have to do the research before proposing and finalizing.
What's your target?
I can send that information to you separately.
No, you're the administrator.
If you don't mind my taking the time from your clock?
What is the target?
So I have a list of rulemakings with me with the estimated dates from the regulatory agenda. I'd be happy to send that to you separately.
Let me move on to the next one. Crash avoidance technologies on vehicle labels, which Congress required NHTSA to implement by December of 2016. What's your target for completing that?
Again, I would be happy to review the regulatory agenda or have my staff meet with your staff. As you know, we have a number of rulemakings in progress. We are required to, under the Administrative Procedures Act, follow procedures, take public comment, and do adequate research before finalizing a rulemaking.
Right.
I appreciate your support.
But you also have a congressional mandate that you complete that rulemaking by the end of 2016. Let me go to rear seat belt reminders, which Congress directed NHTSA to require in all new motor vehicles by October of 2015. When are you going to complete that one?
Senator Markey, again, I'd be very pleased to work through our regulatory agenda with you. I appreciate your support for all of the public safety regulations we're working on.
Well, I was going to go through retention of safety records by manufacturers. That's due in June of 2017. Side impact requirements for child restraint systems, due October of 2014, that's side impact requirements for child restraint systems, standards that improve the anchors and tethers needed to secure child seats. That was due October of 2015. The list goes on and on and on. The agency has to do its work, finish these rulemakings, send a clear signal to the industry as to what is required. They win. Justice delayed is justice denied. The longer this goes, is the more endangered the public is. And I would say as well that one of the lessons I think we learned from the death in the automated vehicle case yesterday is that if these new technologies, Mr. Chairman, are going to reap their purported safety, efficiencies, and environmental benefits, then we have to have robust safety, cybersecurity, and privacy rules that are put in place before these vehicles are traveling the streets of our country. Otherwise, we're going to relearn this lesson over and over again. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.